Hello lovelies and welcome back to my channel. So today I tried to find a little scene that kind of bring the aesthetic of my topic. As you would have seen by my title and my thumbnail, this topic is all about game drives. I actually want to speak specifically about the game drives located within the Eastern Cape. It's going to be a quick video, just a conversation and some research I've done for you guys in terms of what game reserves are available for us here in the Eastern Cape. Guys, I don't think we're sleeping on the Eastern Cape. We are so sleeping, and part of why I actually started my YouTube channel is to just put Eastern Cape on the map again, get people to come visit the Eastern Cape more often, and obviously, you know, showcase the untouched beauty that we have in the Eastern Cape. So I'm gonna get right into the video. I will give you as much information as I can, and if you want to discuss in the comments, please do so by leaving a comment or maybe telling me your experiences of, you know, where you've been and how you found the place as well. So I'm going to name them first, and then perhaps we can go into each of the price points of each establishment and obviously also the star rating.
To start us off, we have Gakama Game Park, a small reserve within the Nelson Mandela Bay municipality in the Eastern Cape, with a land area of 203 hectares and home to the zebras and many more of the wild animals. Next is Addo Elephant National Park, which is an area of 170,000 hectares of land and is currently ranked third in size after the Kruger National Park and the Kalahari Transfrontier Park. This is home to the elephants and the Big Five. Kwantu Private Game Reserve roars as it sits on a 6,000 hectare area of land. The magical, enchanting Big Five Wildlife Game Reserve is also located in the malaria-free in the Eastern Cape. With a distance of 30 minutes between each other is an 8,500 hectares of land of a private game reserve that offers the Big Five and many more of the wild animals such as the wildebeest, zebras, giraffes, and the elephants. The Amakhala Game Reserve. Gwande Private Game Reserve, a world-class Big Five safari with 22,000 hectares almost divided in half by the Great Fish River. Shamwari Private Game Reserve is home to 5 of South Africa's 7 biomes, making it a destination unlike any other. It sits on a 25,000 hectares of pristine wilderness where an abundance of wildlife roam. You'll definitely spot the king of the jungle here. The home to Pumbaa and Timon is Pumbaa Private Game Reserve that sits on a 6,500 hectares of land and is a 5-star luxury game reserve and spa. Situated along the garden route, this private game reserve makes it the best option for those coming in from the Western Cape into the Eastern Cape. The malaria-free game reserve sits on a 10,000 hectares of pristine African wilderness as well as 2 abundant rivers. Another favorite is Lalibela Game Reserve that is over 10,000 hectares of land and is home to the Big Five. Scotia Safaris is the oldest private game reserve in the Eastern Cape, bordering the eastern side of the Addo Elephant National Park, the most densely stocked reserve in Africa, with over 40 mammal species and approximately 2,000 animals.
So those are the 10. Out of that 10, I've only been to 4. So I think when you speak about game parks and game reserves, obviously you would want to see the big five, if not more. Or at least you would want to see the big five and more. The big five consists of the lion, the leopard, the African buffalo, the elephant, and the rhino, which we all know is endangered. I don't think it's extinct yet. I think it's endangered. That is the big five. Obviously there are other animals you get to see on these game drives, like your giraffes, your zebras, and all the rest, which I absolutely love, and I'll be showcasing them in the video somewhere. Let's go to price point. So price points, so disclaimer, I couldn't find all of the price points. I think for most of them, I think the more expensive they get, it's more of send us an inquiry and we'll get back to you. They don't just put their prices on their website, or it's a matter of come have a stay and the game drive is included in your stay, and those places go roughly about 15,000, 20,000 per night. So price points, Karhagama is 300 Rand per person, and obviously they wouldn't just take one person, so it is required that it is 2 or 3 people in the game drive. So if I bring a family of 3 or more, then obviously it'll be 300 Rand per person. At an elephant park, it is 415, your normal rates. For Addo Elephant Park specifically, you obviously have the entrance at the gate for the nature reserve entrance for the park, entrance fee, which is going now at I think 86 Rand to actually enter the nature reserve, and then the 450 for the game drive. Guantu Private Game Reserve, which I've been to, and it was actually very lovely. It was a great experience for a 5-star establishment. They go for 895, which I think is the most decent one for a 5-star game drive. And then Gwandwe, I didn't get a price for this one on their website. I think it might be in that range, if not slightly expensive. Amakala Game Reserve goes for 900 Rand, which is also the same range. Shamwari Game Reserve, I didn't get a price point for that one. Again, I'm also gonna leave all the links of all these establishments in the description box, just so if maybe I missed something, I couldn't find it, maybe you found it, I'm not sure. Garecha, Pumba, Scotia, and Lalibela, they all didn't have their price or their rates on their website, but I think for me personally, the average price point for a game drive, and especially for a 5-star in the Eastern Cape, it would be relatively your 900 Rand, just the 1,000 Rand mark per person. That's for a 5-star experience. I hope this video is informative and it helps someone in some way. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video was interesting. Let me know what place you would like to visit, or what park that you've been before.